Hi everyone! I'm Elizabeth, but you can call me Ellie, not Lizzie please. And yeah, you read that right. I have more than 10 siblings. Wanna know how? Stick around and strap on your seatbelt, cause it's gonna be one crazy roller coaster ride. My life was pretty amazing. My mom and my little sister Rose were my world. Rose and I did everything together, even though we had a 5-year age gap. Rose was the funniest, and she always knew how to cheer me up when I was feeling down.
Look, Ellie, I'm a walrus. Feed me before I get hungrier and I eat you. Ellie, I have something for you. Pull my finger.
I knew exactly what was going to happen, but I still did, just so I could hear her laugh. Since Mom was always busy with work or new business ideas, but she wasted a lot of her money on failed business ideas. I wish she had more time to spend with us instead. One day, Mom had a fun idea and took us to work with her and handed Rose a spray can, saying how she wanted to decorate her boss car for a surprise. Wait, something wasn't right.
Why are we doing this, Mom? We could get in trouble.
Come on, it's gonna be fun. Rose, do it!
Just then I saw the security guards come out of Mom's office and they caught her. Turns out Mom had stolen money from the office and was fired and wanted to get back at her boss. Mom was taken away, but her charges were lessened because her boss felt sorry for us. She was going to be away for some time, but would do some community service afterwards. And that's how at 14, I got put in the foster home with Rose, who was just 9. Cause of Mom's foolishness, of course. I was angry with Mom, but now I had to focus on a goal. Take care of Rose and do everything in my power to make sure our family was back together soon. But nothing is ever as simple as it seems. We were shuffled to a couple of foster homes, but I learned to just roll with it. One family were legit angels, but the other ones were just in it for the money. Even the house was so bad, Rose thought the water stains on the walls were drawings. Since I wanted to give Rose everything she could want, I started some side hustles to make some cash. I did it all. Dog walking, babysitting, barista, waitress, you name it. You see, I was extreme smart. Not just academically, but also street smart, and I learned things quickly. But on the day I turned 15, we were sent to a new foster home, and this place changed my entire life. For good, for bad. You'll find out soon enough. Oh, before I forget the most important part, like and subscribe. Okay, let's get back to it. Our new foster family was Kate and Adam and their daughter Juliana. Kate was an old friend of Mom's, and she was an interior designer. A freaking good one. Their entire house looked like it belonged in a magazine. Adam was a pediatrician and got along really well with children. Juliana was a couple of years younger than me, but older than Rose, and always had the biggest smile on her face. She was over the moon when we moved into her home. I'll never forget our first night at the new foster home.
Ellie, you hear the footsteps? Is that a ghost? Come on, Rose. There's no such thing as ghosts. I'll go check. Okay? No, don't. What if it gets you? I'm your big, strong sister. There's no way it can get me.
I felt my soul leaving my body. It was Kate. I found out the next day that she slept.
Oh, okay. But it was kinda creepy.
Hey! Say what you want about sleepwalkers, but at least they always follow their dreams. You get that? I'm so funny, ain't I?
Yeah, you are?
After that day, I saw how well Rose got along with Juliana. She was the happiest she'd ever been, and I was happy too, so I went back to focusing on my goal. I wasn't at home a lot because of the part-time jobs, and I would get back home late. But one night, I found Rose crying.
What's wrong? Did something happen? My tummy hurts so much. Ellie?
I began screaming, and Kate ran into our room. We rushed her to Adam's clinic and found out it was an allergic reaction, and I saw red.
Did you give her shellfish for dinner? Didn't you see the documents before you decided to foster us? How could you?
I'm sorry. It was an honest mistake. Rose, baby, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to.
What if something worse happened?
But it didn't, thanks to you. Now let Rose rest, and we can head home together, okay?
I stayed by Rose's side the entire time, and once she was fine, Rose made me apologize to Kate for being so rude and told me how nice she was with her all.
She does so much for us. So much more than Mom.
Her words made me realize that maybe I did let my emotions get the best of me. So the next morning, I walked over to Kate and Adam's room to apologize. But as soon as I got to the door, I noticed Kate and Juliana whispering. As soon as they saw me, they went totally silent. That was weird. After that, I'd often see them talking like they had something to hide. Sure, I was curious, but it wasn't like I really cared or anything. But when Rose also joined in, I was super suspicious.
Hey, Rose, what's going on? What's with all the whispering? Oh, nothing. Really? I saw Juliana whisper something, and then you laughed. Tell me too. I want to laugh too. Or is there some huge secret? It was just some dumb boy stuff. You sound like a mom trying to be BFFs with her daughter. See you later, Ellie. Gator, trust me, there's no big secret.
The secret was the last thing on my mind, because I was really worried about my little sis. She seemed like she was drifting away from me. She was spending more and more time with Juliana, and it was like she totally forgot me. One time, Rose was up in Juliana's room talking all night. And the next day, when I tried to talk to Rose, she totally avoided my question.
Gosh, Ellie, chill out. You're coming off like a helicopter parent.
Yeah, chill, Ellie.
Yeah, Daddy, please chill.
Saying that, they both started laughing. What the heck was even that? I was starting to feel like Juliana might have been a bad influence on her, and I knew I had to talk about this to Mom.
I miss you, Mom. Everyone's acting so weird. Rose, too. I can't wait for everything to get back to normal. Did you find a job? Can we move back in with you soon?
About that. No, I don't have a job yet. But I do need your help with something. Could you lend me some money? I need to pay back that ex-boss a little at a time. But since I don't have a job right now...
I did lend Mom the money, but that was when I had a brilliant idea. I suggested she come and work at the coffee shop with me. She agreed, and it took me a couple days, but I finally convinced my boss I could spend time with her and forget about how Rose was behaving at home. And the boss liked how well I worked and promoted me to assistant manager as well. But the minute I got back home, Kate came running and hugged me.
Gay, it's so late.
Kate, are you mad?
Mad? Not at all. I was worried, kiddo. You know Adam's out looking for you, but thank God you're alright. I'll let Adam know.
It's nothing, Kate. Just some schoolwork. But I appreciate you being concerned for me. I'll call you from now on if I go late.
Pinky promise?
Yeah, pinky promise.
I didn't tell Kate and Adam about all my part-time jobs, just the coffee shop. I didn't want them to worry about me working too hard. Kate and Adam made me feel like a kid again. Kate would drop us all off at school every day and had this habit of hugging us before we went inside the school. At first I found it weird because I wasn't used to that much display of affection. But after some time, I really liked it. But I did not tell Kate. It had been just 2 weeks with Kate and Adam, and I sometimes wished they were my real parents. But I knew it was just a fantasy. As my foster parents, they sure had love for Rose and me. But even if they wanted to adopt Rose, they'd never consider adopting me. It's hard for an older teen to get adopted. So I had to focus on getting my real family united. I had to work hard, save money, and give it to my mom so she could get a place to live and we could all be together. But nothing ever goes according to plan, does it? One day, the guidance counselor at school called me to tell me about a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Your grades are off the charts and there's an amazing school across town that would be perfect for someone as smart as you. Not only will they let you skip a grade, but you'll have the chance of getting into the best university with a full scholarship. You gotta take this opportunity, Ellie.
While that offer was something I could only dream of, I couldn't take it. I wasn't going to move away from Rose, so I told the teacher no, but that was just the beginning of a bad day. Later that day, I got a call from the coffee shop when I was at another part-time job, and boy did my boss sound furious. When I got there, however, what I saw shocked me. Mom was arrested again.
What the heck is going on, Mom?
I found money missing for days at the cash register, and it turns out she was stealing the money.
He's lying. Ellie, I didn't.
Do you have any proof it was actually her?
I shouldn't have asked because the CCTV clearly showed Mom stealing the money. I couldn't believe she'd do something like this again. And when my boss fired me too for bringing her in, I finally snapped.
What is your problem? Do you know how hard I work to make our lives better for you and Rose? Why can't you be a normal mother? Why can't you be like Kate? Don't you want to be with us, your daughters? Wow.
Before Mom could reply, she was taken away and I was frozen to the spot. I did everything I could to make sure Rose and I were back with Mom. And this whole time, she didn't even want us. I felt like my world was crashing down. This is just great. I didn't know what to do. I was out of options. But then I decided to ask Kate and Adam to adopt Rose, and I could manage on my own. Rose was thriving with them. I didn't want to take it away from her. When I got home that night, I could hear music inside. It sounded like a party. Just as I was about to enter, Kate stepped outside.
Ellie, you made a pinky promise, girl. Is everything all right, honey?
And that's when the dam broke. I told Kate everything that had happened and how my mom didn't want me and Rose.
Kate, I know teens are hard to raise, so I'll just leave. Please, just take care of Rose and adopt her.
Ellie, take a deep breath. I know it was a tough day for you, but never think that we would let you go. We love you. Adam and I saw how much you love your sister, so there's no way we would ever separate the two of you. We are adopting you both. And Juliana and I love you. Rose looks up to you so much. Don't forget that.
OMG! What? This is too much to take in. But lately, I feel like a third wheel when I'm at home. All the whispering. It's like Juliana and Rose. They always have their own thing going on. I guess she likes Juliana more now.
Yep, because they had their reason for that. Come on in.
Surprise! It's my birthday. I didn't even remember it. Yeah, 'cause you worked too hard. So Juliana and I decided to throw you the awesomest birthday party ever.
Do you like it? I wanted the perfect birthday party for my big sister.
I love it. Thank you so much.
I was stuck in the past, trying to keep my old family together. I missed out on how amazing my new family was, but not anymore. After all the paperwork was settled, it was official. We were Kate and Adam's daughters. I have an incredible family who adores me. Yeah, sure, we have fights and arguments, but the love, it's strong. Oh, and I took up the offer at the school across town after the four of them forced me to, after Rose assured me that she was going to be more than finished.
Hello, I'm Lily from Estonia. I grew up in an orphanage with my brother Joe. He's 2 years older than me, and we're total opposites. But before I continue, please like and subscribe, and you might get a kiss from your true love. My big brother Joe had shiny blonde hair and blue eyes, and he always got all the attention.
Look at this gorgeous kid.
He's so beautiful.
But I was the opposite. I had dark hair and dark brown eyes, and my skin wasn't as fair, and no one ever said I was pretty. They hardly noticed me at all. Joe was tall and outgoing, and everybody liked him. I was short for my age, and the mean girls loved to tease me.
Oh, poor Lily. She's just so ugly. How does it feel to be a loser with a perfect brother?
But Joe always had my back.
Maybe you should learn to respect others.
Oh, for you, Joe, I'll learn anything. I'll learn how to respect others and how to cook and clean. I'll even learn how to give birth.
You don't learn how to give birth, you just give birth.
I agree. You're right. You're so smart. See, Joe, I learned my lesson. I respected her. Now love me, Joe, please.
In school, things weren't much better. Joe was super smart and almost a genius.
Joe, that's amazing. A perfect score.
I could barely pass my exams, and I had a hard time paying attention in class. Sometimes I'd talk to the other kids when I wasn't supposed to, and I got out of my seat and I ran around the room, but I couldn't help it.
Lily, sit down.
Most of the teachers didn't like me at all. One time, I was in grumpy old Miss Copple's class, and I really had to go to the bathroom.
The break just ended 2 minutes ago. You couldn't go then. Oh, wait, you were busy. The only thing you do in school, no bathroom for you.
But it's an emergency. Miss Copple didn't budge. I tried to hold it, but a minute later, I peed my pants. Joe caught me crying in the hallway.
What's wrong?
Miss Copple wouldn't let me go to the bathroom. Joe's face turned bright red, and he stormed into Miss Copple's class.
You stinky witch. Maybe a bitter old lady like you shouldn't be teaching. You should be at home fighting with your husband, who's lost his hearing because of your constant screaming and will go blind soon, looking at your hideous face.
Miss Copple sent Joe to the principal's office, and he got detention for 2 weeks. I felt so bad. I'm sorry. I'm weird and stupid and always causing trouble.
Don't say that about yourself, Lily. None of that is true.
Yes, it is. You're just pretending it's not. Don't worry about me and my problems. I'll handle them on my own. You don't have to be my big brother anymore.
No way. I'll always be your big brother, and I'll always have your back no matter what. And one day, I hope you'll see how special and smart and beautiful you are.
Joe hugged me, and I cried like a big baby. Then one day, the most amazing thing happened. We were adopted by a really nice couple. They had a big house. Joe and I got our own rooms and new clothes. They even enrolled us in a fancy school. I was nervous at first because school was still hard and I always got distracted. I was scared that my new teachers would hate me too. But then, my new parents took me to the doctor.
Lily has ADHD, which means she's a bit hyperactive and has trouble paying attention. But she's a smart girl. Her IQ is well above average.
I went to therapy for a while to help me learn to stay focused. It was difficult at first, but Joe and my parents were really supportive, and eventually, I got better. I started getting A's on my tests, and I even won Student of the Month for best behavior. When Joe and I reached high school, our lives totally changed. One day, Joe and I were hanging out at the mall when a strange woman ran up to us.
Your face is a work of art. Have you ever thought of being a model?
Not really,
Stick with me, darling. I'm gonna make you a star.
The woman was a modeling agent. Joe signed a contract with her, and soon, every other weekend, he was doing photo shoots all over the city. My life was much better too. My grades were at the top of my class. I had a bunch of new friends. And when I looked in the mirror for the first time, I liked what I saw, especially since my mom always told me how pretty I was and that I should love myself just as I am. I had a newfound confidence, and everyone noticed. Even though Joe and I weren't together all the time, we had our own lives, and that was okay. We were always there for each other. Then one day, our dad got a new job, and we moved across town. Another family, twice as rich as my parents, lived next door, and they had a daughter my age. The moment Joe saw her, he started acting strange. He was really dying to meet her. Oh, love at first sight, something only beautiful people do. Why don't you just go over there and say hello?
Just say hello. It's not that easy. It has to be just right. She's my destiny. She's my true love. We're meant to be.
We started thinking of ways to make them meet. What made it harder was that she was homeschooled. We saw a lot of sophisticated teachers coming and leaving the house. Joe took one of my shirts and went to her house pretending he found it in the yard and it belonged to the girl. But a maid opened the door and took it. One time, I saw the mystery girl leaving her house and I started calling out random names. Emily, Sarah, Anna, Amber. But she still didn't look up. A couple of weeks passed, and I thought Joe would have moved on, but he was still determined to meet this girl. He hatched a new plan every day, but none of them worked. I needed a break, so I snuck off to the park to sketch. As I was sketching an oak tree, I heard someone walk up behind me. I turned to see a cute boy smiling at me.
Those are pretty good. Your shading and detail are amazing.
I froze. I'd never shown anyone my drawings before.
I'll show you mine if you show me yours.
The boy's name was Ryan. He was a couple of years older than me, and he was a talented artist. We talked for hours. Every time he looked into my eyes, my heart skipped a beat.
Geez, I'm sorry, I didn't realize it was so late. I have to go.
Maybe we could meet up tomorrow and talk about art.
Sorry, I can't.
I was such a dork. What was I thinking, asking a cute boy like Ryan out? He must already have a girlfriend. I wanted to crawl into a hole. It's okay. Sorry I asked.
No, it's not like that. I'd love to see you again, but I'm leaving for New York tomorrow for art school.
My heart sank.
This doesn't have to be goodbye.
Ryan pulled out one of his sketches from his notebook. He wrote his phone number on the back and gave it to me.
I want you to have it.
I can't take this.
You can give it back when I see you again.
On my walk home, every time I thought about Ryan, I couldn't help but smile. When I was getting close to home, and then I saw something insane. The mystery girl was scaling the side of her house like a cat burglar. I hid behind a tree and texted Joe, but then the girl came charging at me like a maniac. She tried to grab my phone. Give it to me. Let go, you crazy girl. My phone slipped out of my hand, fell to the ground and broke. I was so ma. I turned to yell at her, but then she started bawling like a big baby.
I'm sorry about your phone. I just didn't know what to do.
Her name was Sophia, and her parents made her break up with her boyfriend because he was poor.
They won't let me see him or talk to him. My heart's been ripped to pieces. It hurts so bad. Please make it stop.
Don't cry. Things will be okay.
How?
Thankfully, Joe walked up just then. Sophia took one look at him and got all googly-eyed. Then she got confused.
I can't do this.
Sophia pushed Joe and ran away crying. The next day, Sophia showed up at her door.
What I did to you wasn't cool. I was having a hard time.
If you don't mind me asking, what's wrong?
Well, I'm broken.
Excuse me, if I could just squeeze past you.
Each time life smiles at me, bad things happen. Shortly after, I fell in love with our gardener's son. It was a secret because I knew my parents would never approve. I don't know how, but they found out and things got really bad.
I am so sorry.
If you could just step to the side a bit, I could get out of your way.
And they fired him and his father and forced me to break up with him. Then they took my phone and homeschooled me for a while. My dad is an important politician and he can't risk his reputation. And now every morning I wake up in a puddle of tears.
That's so sad.
Yes, very sad. I've got an idea. Why don't you two be friends? It might make you both feel better. Over the next few months, Joe and Sophia started getting closer, and so did our parents. Joe started dressing in expensive clothes, buying Sophia fancy gifts, and he'd brag to Sophia and her parents about how much money he made modeling. Once, Sophia's parents invited us for dinner.
Oh, neighbors, you have such a strong, confident, independent young man. I bet girls are fighting over him all the time.
Yes, but I have eyes only for one girl.
As Joe looked at Sophia and she blushed, everyone noticed the two and smiled.
Oh, this is wonderful. We've been so worried about Sophia. I'm so happy she's found someone like you. We had to protect her, you know. She was tricked and manipulated by a dirty, poor boy that stole her heart.
Ugh, poor people. You can't trust any of them. They're all liars and cheats.
That's not true.
Oh, you sweet, naive girl. You'll learn soon enough.
Then Sophia's parents laughed at me, like what I said was some big joke. I'm not naive. You're just wrong. Joe and I used to be poor. We're not liars and cheats. We're not dirty and we're not bad people.
Joe's an exception, of course. Who knew an adopted orphan could be so perfect? You guys hit the jackpot with your son. Your daughter, well, she's now Sophia.
You're right about that, honey.
Joe lowered his head. My parents looked away, and I was about to explode. What's that supposed to mean?
Thank you for the meal. We must get going.
When we got home, my parents sat me and Joe down for a talk.
Joe, we don't want you seeing Sophia anymore.
No, that's not happening. I love her. You can't tell me what to do.
Stop yelling at Dad.
Son, what her parents said about your sister is unacceptable.
They were just joking. They're really nice once you get to know them.
Are you blind? Sophia's parents are jerks. And ever since you've been hanging out with them, you've changed.
If I have to impress Sophia's parents to get their blessing, then I'll do it. True love is worth it, but you wouldn't know anything about love. You've never had a boyfriend, and you look like you sleep in a trash can.
Don't talk to your sister like that.
That's enough. No more Sophia, and that's final.
Then Joe got mad and shoved Dad. Dad fell and hit his head hard on the table. Dad! I rushed to Dad's. He was really hurt. Mom called the ambulance. Then I looked up and saw Joe.
I'm sorry.
Joe ran out of the house. Dad had a minor concussion, and we spent the night in the emergency room. By the time we got back home, all of Joe's things were gone. We heard from the neighbors that he and Sophia moved into her parents' villa in Paris. Dad was weak after the injury, so I helped him out at the office. Staying on top of my schoolwork and helping Dad was tough, but I enjoyed spending more time with him. My parents and I tried calling Joe, but he never answered, which made me really sad. My new friend Ryan always found ways to cheer me up. He sent me funny sketches and YouTube videos. One summer, he came back to town and we sat under the oak tree. We saw a boy and a girl playing on the grass, and I started to cry.
What's wrong?
I miss my brother. He was my best friend and always had my back. I'm scared I'll never see him again.
He's your brother and he could never stop loving you. I'm sure he'll come back to you one day.
Then Ryan handed me a sketchbook, and I drew a picture of me and Joe. Ryan encouraged me to study art, and eventually I started selling my drawings. 5 years later, we got married in a small ceremony in our backyard, and soon after, we had a baby. But there were complications. I felt this horrible pain, and the machine started to beep. As the doctors raced to save me, I cried out, "Joe, my brother Joe, come to me." Then I fainted. I woke up from a coma 2 days later, and when I opened my eyes, I saw Joe and Sophia sitting beside me with tears in their eyes. Joe?
Yes, Lily.
Is that you?
Yes, I'm here. I'm sorry, Lily. I'm so sorry for everything.
I looked up at my parents. They smiled and nodded. I knew from the look in their eyes that they'd forgiven Joe and wanted me to do the same. You broke our promise. You said you'd always have my back, but you chose Sophia and her parents over us.
My parents are just mean and have been controlling my life since forever. We had enough and we couldn't take it anymore. So we left and they cut us off.
But it's been so hard. I couldn't find work. We barely had enough money for food and rent. But I was ashamed to come back and ask for help.
We felt like we broke your family. We didn't want to make things worse.
Then we heard you were in a coma, so we came immediately. I couldn't let you down again. Lily, I'm not asking you to forgive me. I'm asking you to let me earn the privilege to be your big brother again.
You'll always be my big brother. I just wanted to see you. I would have helped you no matter what. Then Joe hugged me, and I hugged him back. Hi, I'm Grace from Canada. Please like and subscribe. I was raised by my single dad, and he was the best parent anyone could ask for. He was a lawyer and worked long hours, but he was always there to make me breakfast, take me to school, and walk with me home. Throughout my childhood, different people tried to convince Dad to get married, but he never agreed.
You know, every child deserves a mom.
Thank you, but I'm perfectly capable of raising Grace.
Take that, nosy people. Dad and I were perfect alone. But as a kid, I struggled to make friends. It turned out that I had social anxiety, and talking to people was a nightmare. Dad said it was because I spent a lot of time alone, but it didn't get easier. Even after joining school, I always said the wrong things and ended up chasing people away. Like this one time, I saw a girl sitting alone at recess, and I went to talk to her. "Hi, I like your dress. It's green like a frog." Not that you look like a frog. Well, maybe you do, but in a good way.
What a weirdo.
After a while, I stopped trying and became the girl who was always alone and kinda invisible. But then, I found company in my books, so it was no surprise that I was a genius at school. My life was really simple. I went to school, topped my grades, and then came home to watch movies with Dad. But when I turned 14, everything changed. One evening, we were halfway through dinner when I noticed that Dad was sweating nervously. OMG, was he having a heart attack? I pushed him down to the floor and began thumping his chest. Dad, you're gonna be fine. I won't let anything happen to you.
I'm fine. Grace, I just wanted to tell you. I met her name is Angela, and I want to marry her. And the best part is, you get a brother and a sister.
Wait, what? What are you talking about, Dad? You always said you didn't need any help raising me, so why now?
I'm not marrying her to raise you, Grace. I'm marrying her because I love her.
Love her? I was furious. I stormed off to my room and slammed the door shut. Our lives were perfect. Why would Dad want to change anything? A week later, Dad arranged for me to meet Angela and her kids over dinner, and I had the perfect plan to chase them away. I changed the settings of the oven and turned the turkey to flames. No food, no dinner, but Angela, my stepmom, turned out to be a master chef. When she came home, she cooked food for everyone, and it was freaking delicious, but I wasn't gonna melt so easily. I kept frowning at her the entire time while her 5-year son kept blowing raspberries at me. He was so cute. Focus, Grace.
This is a really lovely home, and I'm so happy to meet you.
Well, sadly, I'm not.
Grace, you will be nice to our guests. Apologize right now.
I mumbled sorry under my breath and turned my focus to her daughter. Her name was Eva, and she kept going around and touching everything.
Wow, what a big house, and what a shiny sculpture.
Don't touch it. It's my dad's favorite and really valuable.
Don't you mean our dad, sister? And listen to me carefully. Don't play with me. I'm warning you.
What? She gave me the most evil smirk and rubbed her dirty hands all over the sculpture before she ran away, smirking. After they left, I told Dad I didn't like Angela and her daughter, but he didn't listen. And a month later, they were married. At their wedding, I was the angriest guest ever, but Eva was happier than the bride. A day after the wedding, Dad came into my room and sat on the bed.
I know this is hard for you, Grace, but I want you to promise that you'll try to like them for me, okay?
Dad had never asked me for anything before, and his request moved me. So I decided to chin up and try to love my new family. The same day, Dad and Angela were supposed to leave for their honeymoon. Dad said their trip was canceled because the sitter they'd arranged wasn't available. And I took this chance to be supportive. I can handle everything here, Dad. You should go, I insisted. How hard could it be to take care of a 5-year-old? They agreed and left for the week. And Fred was great, but Eva was a witch. She refused to help and would litter all around the house, thus making me do all the chores by myself. Then one evening, I looked out my window and saw Eva yelling at Fred. I rushed outside to his rescue.
You idiot. How dare you put a bug on my bed? You can't even talk right, you weirdo.
She was about to hit him when I came and stopped her. Stop it, Eva. Don't touch him, and don't speak to him like that.
Back off. He's my brother, not yours. I'll speak to him any way I like.
I knew what it felt like for someone to call you a weirdo, so I gave him a hug. You know, I don't think you're weird. In fact, you're the best 5-year-old I know. His face lit up, and he happily skipped away. I already knew that I was gonna love him so much. And soon enough, he became my first friend ever. And that drove Eva mad.
Fred, you know I'm your actual sister and not her.
But Fred ran to me and climbed into my lap. Soon enough, our parents came home, and Eva joined my school. She instantly became friends with the popular girls, and everyone wanted to be close to her. Ava, it's time to go.
Who are you?
I'm Grace. We've been in the same class since the 1st grade.
Wow, I really never noticed you before.
What? All my life, these people made me feel invisible. And Ava walks in, and suddenly she has a million friends. One weekend when our parents were away, I heard loud music coming from the backyard. I went to check and found Ava having a huge party in the garage. It seemed like half the school was there. What's going on?
I'm having a meet and greet with my new friends.
My dad would not like this.
He'll only know if you tell.
Just then, I heard someone say,
"No way, loser. Nerd Girl is your sister."
And that hurt so much. I'd spent so many birthdays alone because these people never came, but they were all here now. I hated that Ava had walked into my life and was living it better than I ever did. So, I went to the main controller and I shut down the electricity. The music died, and soon everyone left, and Eva came screaming at me. But just then, our parents came back home, and when they saw the mess, Angela was pretty upset.
How dare you have a party without asking? You are in trouble, young lady. I'm grounding you for a month.
It's all right, Angela. She's just a kid.
Ugh, I wish he knew. As soon as Dad took her side, Eva turned to all smiles, and Angela came to me.
I wanted to thank you, Grace. You accepted us as a family and looked after both Eva and Fred, so I got you a present as a token of thanks.
It was a beautiful gold necklace. She put it around my neck, and for the first time, I noticed how beautiful she was. Maybe she wasn't so bad after all.
Hello, where's mine?
You're not getting it anymore. I'll sell it and give the money to charity.
Eva grew red with anger, and she marched to her room. And later that night, she stormed into mine.
Look here, you nerd. If you think my mom loves you, you are wrong. She married your dad for his money, and that's the only reason she's nice to both of you. So before you get any mommy-daughter fantasies in your head, I thought you should know that.
I just tried to ignore her, because I knew she was mean to her core, but it annoyed me so much that people still adored her, even my dad. One evening, I came down into the lounge, and I saw Eva jumping around happily.
Oh my god, we're gonna go see Funky.
Funky? It was our favorite band. Dad and I always watched them play when they came to town.
Actually, Ava and I are going. I only managed to get the last 2 tickets, and Ava's never seen them play before.
What? But that's our thing. This is crazy. You're taking her and not your daughter?
Come on, you've seen them a million times. And Ava is my daughter, too.
Stepdaughter. With that, I picked up a picture frame on the shelf and smashed it to pieces.
Grace, I am so disappointed. I didn't raise you to be a brat.
I didn't care. I was really angry at Dad. In fact, I was angry at all of them for changing my life. But it was hard to hate my stepmom. While Dad and Ava were at the concert, she took me shopping, and we did fun things I never did with Dad. One morning, I overslept, and I was in a hurry to get to school. I was struggling with my hair when she walked into the bathroom and helped me.
There you go. You look beautiful.
Thank you, Angela.
Please call me Mom.
Mom, I imagined a perfect world where she really was my mom. But my thoughts were interrupted by Eva's voice.
Mom, can you leave her ugly hair and help me with mine?
Oh, honey, you guys are late. We don't have time for that.
Eva went red with anger. Jeez. I was slowly getting used to having a new family, even though I still hated Eva. But then one day, it all came crashing down. I came home from school and went to say hello to Mom, but I stopped outside her room when I heard her speak.
Darling, we'll leave as soon as we're done selling those sculptures and all the jewelry. I can't wait to get away from this man and his needy daughter.
My heart broke. So Eva was right all along. Her mother didn't love me, or even Dad. I immediately raced downstairs and saw that Dad's favorite sculpture was gone. Oh my God. I went out to the driveway and waited for Dad to get home. Dad, I told you these people are evil. I told him what I'd heard, and it made me so sad to see his heartbroken face. But when we went back inside, the sculpture was back in place. What? I couldn't believe it, and I could already see how disappointed Dad was in me. Wait, Dad, I'm not lying. I heard Angela myself. She's a thief.
You think I stole something?
I turned around to see Angela, Fred, and Eva standing behind me looking shocked. But they weren't fooling me anymore. Just stop it. I heard you saying you'll sell Dad's sculptures and leave. You can stop pretending now.
All I've ever done since I've come here is love you, but it seems like I'm wasting my time.
She turned to Dad and said,
I love you, but if your daughter hates me enough to make up lies about me, then maybe we shouldn't be together. I'm leaving.
What? Leave? We can't leave. Can we all calm down and talk about this?
But her mom had already stormed off, and Eva ran to her.
I begged you to try and like them for me, but I guess that was too much to ask.
Dad, I'm not lying.
Stop it. You got what you wanted. Congratulations.
It was the first time Dad had ever yelled at me, and then he walked out.
Gracie, you really want us to go? I thought you were my sister.
I cried as I hugged him tight and ran away to my room. As they left in their car, I watched them from my window and cried some more. After that, Dad didn't speak to me for a while. Our lives were back to normal, but everything was different. Dad was miserable, and so was I. I missed Fred and his mom. Why did they have to turn out to be such terrible people? One day, I was in my room when I heard something. I looked outside, and it was Ava throwing stones at my window. I marched downstairs angrily to ask her what she wanted, but she held up her hand.
Wait, let me speak first. I'm just here to fix things. My mom didn't do anything. I used a fake voice app to make up the thing you heard.
What? Are you crazy? Why would you do that?
Because I was jealous. I had mom to myself for years, but then Fred came along and then you, and she likes you better. It was like I kept getting pushed back and no one remembered me anymore. I didn't mean to break them up. I just wanted to hurt you, and for you to kind of hate mom. I'm sorry, okay? Please help me make our parents happy again.
Weirdly enough, I sort of understood Eva. To be honest, I was jealous of you too. I didn't like sharing my dad, and all the things I found difficult came so easy to you. Next to you, I felt like a freak.
Don't say that. You're the smartest person I know, and you may not have friends, but you have a brother and sister who care about you, if you still want them.
I could feel tears rolling down my cheeks as we hugged, and I noticed for the first time that she smelled like flowers, just like Angela. Let's go tell our parents about the mess you made.
My mom's gonna kill me.
Don't worry, I'll save you.